History is full of inventions so bizarre, you'll wonder how they ever existed. From gadgets that defy logic to contraptions that are just plain weird. We're counting down the top 10. Stick around, because fact number 7 will absolutely shock you. First up, the safety coffin. Imagine being buried alive. Terrifying, right? Well, back in the 18th and 19th centuries, this was a genuine fear due to diseases that mimic death. So inventors created the safety coffin. These weren't your average caskets. They came equipped with all sorts of escape mechanisms, the most common being a bell pull. A cord ran from inside the coffin up to a bell above ground. If you woke up 6 feet under, you could ring the bell and alert the cemetery groundskeeper. Some even had breathing tubes, ladders, and escape hatches. While there are no confirmed cases of anyone being saved by one, it certainly gave people peace of mind, however grim. Next, we have something for the city-dwelling parents of the 1930s. The baby cage. No, it's not what you think. Well, maybe it is. Living in crowded city apartments meant limited access to fresh air and sunlight, which were considered crucial for a baby's health. The solution? A wire cage that you could hang out of your apartment window with your baby inside. It looked like a window-mounted air conditioning unit, but for your infant. These cages were patented and sold to families in London and other major cities. It was seen as a perfectly normal, scientific way to raise a healthy child. Looking at the pictures today, it's hard not to feel a little anxious, but back then, it was just another part of urban life. Have you ever been on a bike ride and wished you could just keep going, even when you hit a lake? In the 1930s, someone did. Meet the cyclamer, an amphibious bicycle designed to travel on both land and water. This peculiar invention was essentially a standard bicycle frame attached to 2 large air-filled floats that also doubled as wheels on land. The idea was that you could pedal your way down the street, right into a river, and keep on pedaling. While it looked impressive in photos and demonstrations, it was apparently a nightmare to steer and incredibly inefficient on water. The cyclamer never really caught on, sinking into the depths of failed inventions. Long before we had drones for breathtaking aerial shots, we had pigeons. That's right, the pigeon camera. In the early 1900s, a German apothecary named Julius Neubronner developed a tiny, lightweight automatic camera that could be strapped to a pigeon's chest. As the pigeon flew, the camera would take pictures at timed intervals. The results were surprisingly effective, offering a unique bird's-eye view of the landscape. The invention even caught the attention of the German military, who considered using it for aerial reconnaissance during World War I. While drones have obviously made pigeon photography obsolete, it was an incredibly clever solution for its time. Before the iPod, before the Walkman, there was the hat radio. In 1949, an American inventor created a stylish straw fedora with a fully functional radio built right into it. The hat contained a compact radio receiver, a speaker, and an antenna, all powered by a battery pack you kept in your pocket. You could stroll down the street, tipping your hat to passersby, all while listening to the latest news or your favorite tunes. It was marketed as the Man from Mars radio hat and came in 8 different colors. It was a novelty, for sure, and didn't sell very well, but it was one of the earliest attempts at creating truly portable personal entertainment. Number 6 is an invention that sounds genuinely useful, especially for tea lovers in Britain. It's called the Teas Maid. This ingenious device is a combination of an alarm clock and an automatic tea board. You'd set it up the night before, and in the morning, instead of a jarring alarm, the Teas Maid would wake you up by boiling water and brewing a fresh cup of tea right by your bedside. It would then gently sound a chime to let you know your morning cuppa was ready. These became incredibly popular in the UK from the 1960s through the 80s. It's the kind of civilized, brilliant invention that makes you wonder why they ever went out of style. And now for number 7, the one you've been waiting for. Get ready for the portable sauna suit. In the 1960s, a Finnish inventor decided that everyone should have access to a sauna, anytime, anywhere. His solution was a personal, wearable steam bath. It was a giant inflatable plastic suit that you put on, zip up, and then connect to a steamer. Your head would stick out the top, while the rest of your body was enveloped in a cloud of hot steam. It looked utterly ridiculous, like a person wearing a giant marshmallow, but it promised all the health benefits of a traditional sauna without leaving your living room. It was bizarre, impractical, and probably a little dangerous. From personal saunas to personal amusement, our next invention is the mechanical horse. You might think of those little coin-operated rides for kids outside a supermarket, but in the 1930s, these were made for adults. Marketed as an exercise machine, the mechanical horse was designed to simulate the experience of riding a real horse. It had different settings for a gentle trot, a canter, or a full-on gallop. These machines were installed in health clubs and department stores, where men and women in their finest attire would hop on for a vigorous simulated ride. It was seen as a sophisticated way to stay fit, though today the concept seems more than a little comical. Have you ever wished you knew what your dog was thinking? In the 1960s, a team of Japanese inventors claimed they had cracked the code with the dog translator. This device, which looked like something out of a sci-fi movie, was supposed to analyze a dog's barks and translate them into human emotions. You place a microphone near your dog, and the machine's console would light up with indicators for feelings like hunger, sadness, or happiness. While it was a fascinating idea and gained a lot of media attention, there was no real scientific basis for it. The translations were likely just random outputs. We're still waiting for a real-life version of Doug from the movie Up. Finally, we arrive at number 10, the pedal-powered hair dryer. Imagine going to the salon in the 1950s and getting a workout at the same time. Some salons had special chairs equipped with bicycle pedals underneath the seat. While you sat under a large helmet-like hair dryer, you would pedal away. The pedaling generated the power needed to operate the fan that blew hot air onto your hair. It was an early form of eco-friendly technology, saving electricity while also giving the client a bit of exercise. It was a clever, if slightly exhausting, way to get the perfect hairdo. And that's a wrap on 10 of the strangest inventions from history. Which one blew your mind the most? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more incredible stories from the past. See you next time.